California Property and Casualty Exam Prep. Question 1. The financial responsibility law requires drivers to: Option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Option B, demonstrate the ability to pay for damages they may cause, typically through insurance. Option C, own a vehicle. Option D, have a driver's license only. The correct answer is option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Financial responsibility laws require proof of ability to pay for buy and PD cost to others. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 2. An employer is held responsible for the negligent acts of an employee performed within the scope of employment under the doctrine of: Option A, absolute liability. Option B, contributory negligence. Option C, vicarious liability, respondeat superior. Option D, contractual liability. The correct answer is option C, vicarious liability, respondeat superior. Respondeat superior holds employers vicariously liable for employees' negligent acts committed within the scope of employment. Question 3. The CGL policy's duty to defend ends when: Option A, the insured is found liable. Option B, the applicable limit of insurance is exhausted by payment of judgments or settlements. Option C, the case goes to trial. Option D, the insured requests. The correct answer is option C, the case goes to trial. The duty to defend ends when the limit is exhausted. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 4. A drive other car endorsement extends coverage for: Option A, any vehicle the insured drives. Option B, the named insured to drive non-owned vehicles not otherwise covered. Option C, only rental cars. Option D, only business vehicles. The correct answer is option C, only rental cars. This endorsement provides coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle but regularly drive others' cars. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 5. Supplementary payments in a liability policy cover: Option A, the full judgment amount. Option B, additional costs like court costs, attorney fees, and bond premiums in addition to the liability limit. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option A, the full judgment amount. Supplementary payments are made in addition to the liability limits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 6. The supplemental extended reporting period, TAIL, Option A, is free. Option B, provides an unlimited or longer period to report claims for an additional premium. Option C, has no time limit and is automatic. Option D, only applies to property claims. The correct answer is option B, provides an unlimited or longer period to report claims for an additional premium. Supplemental ERP offers extended reporting for an additional premium. Question 7. Stacking of UIM coverage means: Option A, combining multiple policies or vehicles to increase available coverage limits. Option B, reducing coverage limits. Option C, canceling duplicate coverage. Option D, only using one policy. The correct answer is option A, combining multiple policies or vehicles to increase available coverage limits. Stacking allows the insured to combine limits from multiple policies or vehicles. Question 8. The earned premium for an auditable policy is based on: Option A, the deposit premium only. Option B, the actual exposure during the policy period. Option C, the estimated exposure. Option D, the minimum premium only. The correct answer is option D, the minimum premium only. Earned premium is determined by the audit of actual exposure. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 9. Agreed value coverage in a commercial property policy. Option A, pays actual cash value. Option B, suspends the coinsurance clause by agreeing on the property's value. Option C, pays replacement cost only. Option D, pays market value. The correct answer is option C, pays replacement cost only. Agreed value suspends the coinsurance requirement because the insurer and insured agree on the property's value. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 10. Functional replacement cost is: Option A, replacement with identical materials. Option B, replacement with modern, functionally equivalent materials. Option C, the same as market value. Option D, actual cash value. The correct answer is option C, the same as market value. Functional replacement cost allows for repair or replacement with modern materials that serve the same function. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 11. The liquor liability coverage form covers: Option A, social hosts. Option B, businesses that sell, serve, or furnish alcoholic beverages. Option C, all alcohol-related claims. Option D, only bars. The correct answer is option C, all alcohol-related claims. Liquor liability covers businesses in the alcohol industry. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 12. The mobile equipment exception to the auto exclusion means, option A, all vehicles are covered under CGL. Option B, certain equipment, bulldozers, forklifts, is covered under CGL even if auto-like. Option C, no equipment is covered. Option D, only licensed vehicles are covered. The correct answer is option C, no equipment is covered. Mobile equipment is covered under CGL, not the auto policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 13. Ordinance or law coverage in homeowners policies. Option A, is automatically included with full limits. Option B, is typically limited or excluded, may be added by endorsement. Option C, covers all code upgrades. Option D, has no limit. The correct answer is option B, is typically limited or excluded, may be added by endorsement. Standard HO policies provide limited ordinance or law coverage. Question 14. The commercial auto policies limit of insurance section states. Option A, unlimited coverage. Option B, the limits shown are the maximum payable regardless of the number of vehicles, insureds, or claims. Option C, per vehicle limits only. Option D, no aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, unlimited coverage. The limit is the maximum payable per occurrence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 15. A contingent business interruption policy covers. Option A, the insured's own property damage. Option B, lost income due to damage to a supplier's or customer's property. Option C, only direct damage. Option D, employee injuries. The correct answer is option D, employee injuries. Contingent by covers losses from damage to property of others that the insured depends on. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 16. Garagekeeper's legal liability covers. Option A, the garage building. Option B, damage to customers' vehicles in the garage's care, custody, or control. Option C, the garage owner's personal auto. Option D, employee injuries. The correct answer is option C, the garage owner's personal auto. Garagekeeper's coverage protects against damage to customers' vehicles at the garage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 17. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy is, option A, the annual maximum. Option B, the maximum paid for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, the same as the aggregate. Option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option A, the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment per event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 18. Primary insurance in a commercial auto policy means, option A, the policy pays only after other insurance is exhausted. Option B, the policy pays first, before other applicable insurance. Option C, the policy does not pay at all. Option D, the policy shares equally with other insurance. The correct answer is option B, the policy pays first, before other applicable insurance. Primary coverage pays first, regardless of other available insurance. Question 19. A contract where the insurer's obligation to pay is contingent upon an uncertain event is known as, option A, commutative contract. Option B, aleatory contract. Option C, adhesion contract. Option D, unilateral contract. The correct answer is option D, unilateral contract. An aleatory contract involves an unequal exchange of value. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 20. Unoccupancy differs from vacancy in that an unoccupied building, option A, has no contents. Option B, has contents but no people. Option C, is completely empty. Option D, is always excluded from coverage. The correct answer is option B, has contents but no people. Unoccupancy means the absence of people, vacancy means the absence of both people and contents. Question 21. The exclusive remedy doctrine in workers' compensation means, option A, the employee can sue the employer for additional damages. Option B, workers' compensation benefits are the employee's exclusive remedy against the employer for work injuries. Option C, the employer has no liability. Option D, the employee must pay for their own medical care. The correct answer is option A, the employee can sue the employer for additional damages. In exchange for guaranteed benefits, employees generally give up the right to sue their employer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 22. The CGL policy's medical payments limit is typically, option A, the same as the each occurrence limit. Option B, a sublimit, commonly $5,000 to $10,000 per person. Option C, unlimited. Option D, the general aggregate. The correct answer is option A, the same as the each occurrence limit. Medical payments coverage has a lower per person sublimit. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 23. A family member in a PAP is defined as, option A, any relative. Option B, A person related to the named insured by blood, marriage, or adoption who resides in the same household. Option C. Only children under 18. Option D. Only the spouse. The correct answer is option A. Any relative. Family members must be related and reside in the same household. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 24. Cyber liability insurance covers. Option A. Physical property damage. Option B. Data breaches, privacy violations, and related liability. Option C. Automobile accidents. Option D. Workers' compensation. The correct answer is option B. Data breaches, privacy violations, and related liability. Cyber policies cover first-party and third-party losses from data breaches and cyber events. Question 25. Boycott, coercion, and intimidation are unfair trade practices that involve option A. Competitive pricing. Option B. Using threats or force to affect insurance transactions or restrain competition. Option C. Fair negotiation. Option D. Offering multiple quotes. The correct answer is option A. Competitive pricing. Unfair methods of competition include coercive tactics. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 26. The PAP excludes liability coverage for option A. Permissive users. Option B. Intentional acts, business use of certain vehicles, and vehicles furnished for regular use. Option C. The named insured. Option D. Family members. The correct answer is option B. Intentional acts, business use of certain vehicles, and vehicles furnished for regular use. Intentional acts, certain business uses, and vehicles available for regular use are excluded. Question 27. A binder in insurances. Option A. The full policy. Option B. A temporary contract providing immediate coverage until the policy is issued. Option C. A rejection of coverage. Option D. A cancellation notice. The correct answer is option C. A rejection of coverage. Binders provide temporary coverage pending issuance of the formal policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 28. A claims-made trigger means coverage applies when option A. The injury occurs. Option B. The claim is first made against the insured. Option C. The policy is purchased. Option D. The premium is paid. The correct answer is option C. The policy is purchased. Claims-made policies are triggered by the making of the claim. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 29. The National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, was created because option A. Flood coverage is always included in homeowners' policies. Option B. Private insurers were unwilling to provide affordable flood insurance. Option C. The government wanted to profit from flood insurance. Option D. Floods never cause significant damage. The correct answer is option D. Floods never cause significant damage. The NFIP fills the gap left by the private market's unwillingness to cover flood risk. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 30. Identity theft coverage in a homeowner's policy. Option A. Is automatically included. Option B. Is often available by endorsement, covering expenses related to restoring identity. Option C. Covers all financial losses. Option D. Is a separate policy. The correct answer is option D. Is a separate policy. Identity theft coverage is typically an endorsement. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 31. An HO6 policy covers option A. Single-family homes. Option B. Renters. Option C. Condominium unit owners. Option D. Mobile homes. The correct answer is option C. Condominium unit owners. HO6 is the condominium unit owners form. Question 32. A watchman clause in a property policy. Option A. Requires the insured to hire a security guard. Option B. Suspends coverage if a watchman is not maintained as represented. Option C. Covers theft only. Option D. Has no effect. The correct answer is option C. Covers theft only. If the insured represents that a watchman is employed, failure to maintain one may suspend coverage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 33. The CGL policy's supplementary payments include option A. The judgment amount. Option B. Costs taxed against the insured, prejudgment interest, and reasonable expenses incurred at the insurer's request. Option C. The deductible. Option D. Attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. The correct answer is option D. Attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. Supplementary payments cover certain defense-related costs in addition to limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 34. An admitted insurer is option A. Not licensed in the state. Option B. Licensed and authorized to do business in the state. Option C. Always a foreign insurer. Option D. Always a domestic insurer. The correct answer is option C. Always a foreign insurer. Admitted insurers are licensed by the state insurance department. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 35. The PAPS joint ownership coverage applies when: Option A, only one person owns the vehicle. Option B, two or more people own the vehicle and are listed on the policy. Option C, the vehicle is leased. Option D, the vehicle is rented. The correct answer is option D, the vehicle is rented. Joint ownership requires all owners to be listed as named insureds. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 36. Professional liability insurance for architects and engineers covers: Option A, bodily injury from slip and fall. Option B, financial losses from errors, omissions, or negligent design. Option C, only property damage. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option A, bodily injury from slip and fall. A&E professional liability covers economic losses from professional negligence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 37. An equipment dealer's coverage form covers: Option A, real estate only. Option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Option C, buildings. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Equipment dealers' forms cover the stock of equipment dealers, often on an open perils basis. Question 38. The expected or intended injury exclusion in liability policies excludes: Option A, accidental injuries. Option B, bodily injury or property damage expected or intended from the standpoint of the insured. Option C, negligent acts. Option D, all injuries. The correct answer is option D, all injuries. Intentional acts by the insured are excluded. Liability policies cover accidental occurrences. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 39. A transportation coverage form covers: Option A, real estate. Option B, goods in transit. Option C, buildings. Option D, stationary property. The correct answer is option C, buildings. Transportation floaters cover property while it is being transported. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 40. Under a comparative negligence system, if a plaintiff is found to be 30% at fault for their own injury, they can recover: Option A, nothing. Option B, 70% of their total damages from the defendant. Option C, 100% of their damages. Option D, 30% of their damages. The correct answer is option A, nothing. The plaintiff's recovery is reduced by their percentage of fault. They recover 70% of total damages. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 41. The term Bailey liability refers to: Option A, the bailie's liability for damage to customer's property. Option B, the customer's liability. Option C, the insurer's liability. Option D, no liability. The correct answer is option D, no liability. Baileys are legally liable for damage to property in their care, custody, and control. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 42. Endorsements to a property policy: Option A, cannot change the policy. Option B, add, delete, or modify coverage in the policy. Option C, are always optional. Option D, never affect the premium. The correct answer is option D, never affect the premium. Endorsements, or riders, modify the standard policy form to meet the insured's specific needs. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 43. A controlled business statute prevents a producer from: Option A, writing any business. Option B, writing insurance primarily on themselves, their family, and their own business. Option C, selling to friends. Option D, writing commercial insurance. The correct answer is option A, writing any business. Controlled business laws ensure producers serve the public, not just their own interests. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 44. The McCarran-Ferguson Act established that: Option A, the federal government has exclusive authority over insurance. Option B, states have primary authority to regulate insurance. Option C, the NAIC regulates all insurance. Option D, insurance is unregulated. The correct answer is option C, the NAIC regulates all insurance. McCarran-Ferguson affirmed state regulation of insurance. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 45. Personal injury protection, PIP, coverage typically includes: Option A, only medical expenses. Option B, medical expenses, lost wages, and essential services regardless of fault. Option C, only property damage. Option D, only liability. The correct answer is option A, only medical expenses. PIP provides broad first-party benefits including medical, wage loss, and replacement services. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 46. A stated amount auto policy, Option A, guarantees payment of the stated amount. Option B, states the insured's valuation, but the insurer pays the lesser of stated amount or ACV. Option C, pays replacement cost. Option D, has no limit. The correct answer is option C, pays replacement cost. Stated amount is not a guarantee, the insurer pays the lesser of the stated amount or ACV. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 47. The named non-owner auto policy provides. Option A, physical damage coverage for all vehicles. Option B, liability coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle. Option C, comprehensive coverage only. Option D, collision coverage only. The correct answer is option D, collision coverage only. Non-owner policies provide liability coverage for drivers who don't own a car. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 48. The PAP's automatic termination provision terminates coverage. Option A, at the end of the policy period. Option B, when the insured obtains other insurance on the covered auto. Option C, when the premium is paid. Option D, at the agent's discretion. The correct answer is option D, at the agent's discretion. If the insured obtains other insurance on a covered auto, the PAP automatically terminates on the effective date of the new policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 49. The accounts receivable coverage form covers. Option A, physical damage to accounts receivable records. Option B, losses from inability to collect accounts receivable due to damaged records. Option C, bad debts. Option D, loan defaults. The correct answer is option C, bad debts. This coverage pays for amounts uncollectible because records were damaged and the costs to reconstruct records. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 50. Symbol 1 in a business auto policy designates. Option A, any auto, broadest coverage for liability. Option B, only owned autos. Option C, only hired autos. Option D, only scheduled autos. The correct answer is option B, only owned autos. Symbol 1, any auto, provides the broadest liability coverage. In this rotation, B is correct. Question 51. Split liability limits in an auto policy are typically expressed as. Option A, a single combined limit. Option B, bodily injury per person / bodily injury per accident / property damage per accident. Option C, only property damage limits. Option D, only bodily injury limits. The correct answer is option A, a single combined limit. Split limits, example, 100/300/50, separate by per person, by per accident, and PD per accident. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 52. The vacancy clause in a property policy typically. Option A, provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Option B, suspends coverage for certain perils if the building is vacant for more than 60 days. Option C, has no effect on coverage. Option D, reduces premiums for vacant buildings. The correct answer is option A, provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Vacancy, absence of people and contents, for 60+ days suspends coverage for perils like vandalism and water damage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 53. Completed operations coverage under a CGL covers. Option A, work in progress. Option B, bodily injury or property damage from work that has been completed by the insured. Option C, only construction. Option D, only manufacturing. The correct answer is option A, work in progress. Completed operations covers liability for the insured's finished work. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 54. Subrogation allows the insurer to. Option A, cancel the policy at any time. Option B, pursue recovery from a negligent third party after paying the insured's claim. Option C, deny all claims. Option D, increase premiums retroactively. The correct answer is option A, cancel the policy at any time. Subrogation transfers the insured's right of recovery to the insurer after a claim is paid. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 55. The statute of limitations for filing a property insurance lawsuit is typically. Option A, 6 months. Option B, 1 to 2 years from the date of loss. Option C, 5 years. Option D, 10 years. The correct answer is option D, 10 years. The time limit varies by state but is typically 1 to 2 years as stated in the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 56. Follow form excess liability policies. Option A, provide broader coverage than the underlying policy. Option B, provide the same coverage as the underlying policy, just with higher limits. Option C, provide primary coverage. Option D, have no relationship to underlying coverage. The correct answer is option C, provide primary coverage. Follow form excess policies adopt the terms of the underlying policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 57. A non-admitted, unauthorized insurer, option A, is licensed in the state, option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers, option C, cannot write any coverage, option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Non-admitted insurers are not licensed but may write surplus lines under specific conditions. Question 58. Betterment in auto physical damage claims. Option A, improves the vehicle. Option B, reduces the claim payment when new parts increase the vehicle's value compared to before the loss. Option C, increases the settlement. Option D, has no effect. The correct answer is option C, increases the settlement. Betterment reduces the settlement to avoid putting the insured in a better position. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 59. The HO8 policy is designed for, option A, new construction. Option B, older homes where replacement cost exceeds market value. Option C, renters. Option D, condominiums. The correct answer is option D, condominiums. HO8 is the modified coverage form for older homes, providing named perils coverage on an actual cash value or functional replacement cost basis. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 60. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy, option A, only applies to premises claims. Option B, caps the total payout for all covered claims except products completed operations. Option C, is unlimited. Option D, applies per occurrence. The correct answer is option D, applies per occurrence. The general aggregate is the maximum for all non-products claims. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 61. Umbrella policies typically require the insured to maintain, option A, no underlying insurance. Option B, specified minimum limits on underlying policies, auto, homeowners, watercraft. Option C, only health insurance. Option D, only life insurance. The correct answer is option D, only life insurance. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with specified minimum limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 62. The PAPS arbitration provision applies to, option A, all disputes. Option B, disputes over the amount of damages under UM/UIM coverage. Option C, coverage disputes. Option D, liability disputes. The correct answer is option B, disputes over the amount of damages under UM/UIM coverage. Arbitration is often used to resolve disputes about the value of UM/UIM claims. Question 63. When a driver takes their eyes off the road to send a text message and causes an accident, the basis for the legal claim is most likely, option A, absolute liability. Option B, vicarious liability. Option C, negligence. Option D, no-fault liability. The correct answer is option C, negligence. Negligence is the failure to use the reasonable degree of care that an ordinary person would exercise under similar circumstances. Question 64. The insurance mechanism that pools premiums from many policyholders to pay the losses of a few is known as, option A, risk retention. Option B, risk avoidance. Option C, risk sharing. Option D, self-insurance. The correct answer is option A, risk retention. Risk sharing, or risk pooling, is the fundamental mechanism of insurance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 65. Rental reimbursement coverage in a PAP, option A, is automatically included. Option B, pays for a rental car while the covered auto is being repaired after a covered loss. Option C, pays for all transportation. Option D, covers only liability. The correct answer is option D, covers only liability. Rental reimbursement is an optional coverage that pays for substitute transportation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 66. Tail coverage, extended reporting period, provides, option A, coverage for incidents before the retroactive date. Option B, an extended period to report claims after a claims-made policy ends. Option C, coverage for intentional acts. Option D, extended policy limits. The correct answer is option A, coverage for incidents before the retroactive date. Tail coverage extends the reporting period after a claims-made policy is cancelled or non-renewed. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 67. Garagekeeper's legal liability can be written on a, option A, direct primary, direct excess, or legal liability basis. Option B, only primary basis. Option C, only excess basis. Option D, only no-fault basis. The correct answer is option B, only primary basis. Garagekeepers offers three options: direct primary, direct excess, and legal liability. Question 68. Comprehensive, other than collision, coverage pays for. Option A, collision with another vehicle. Option B, fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals. Option C, upset only. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option C, upset only. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 69. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered. Option A, only at the original location. Option B, at another location for a specified period, usually 30 days. Option C, never covered. Option D, only if the insurer approves. The correct answer is option A, only at the original location. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered at the new location for a limited time. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 70. The honesty or faithful performance exclusion in a commercial property policy excludes. Option A, employee theft. Option B, loss caused by dishonest or criminal acts of the insured or others with an interest in the property. Option C, all theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option A, employee theft. This exclusion applies to dishonest acts by the insured, partners, or others with a financial interest. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 71. An alien insurer is one that is. Option A, incorporated in another state. Option B, incorporated under the laws of a foreign country. Option C, incorporated in the state. Option D, unlicensed. The correct answer is option D, unlicensed. Alien insurers are chartered outside the United States. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 72. A no-fault auto insurance state requires. Option A, the at-fault driver to pay all damages. Option B, each driver's own insurance to pay their medical expenses and lost wages regardless of fault. Option C, no insurance required. Option D, only liability coverage. The correct answer is option D, only liability coverage. No fault, PIP, states require first-party coverage for injuries regardless of fault. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 73. A binder provides. Option A, permanent insurance coverage. Option B, temporary insurance coverage until a formal policy is issued. Option C, a copy of the policy. Option D, proof of loss. The correct answer is option B, temporary insurance coverage until a formal policy is issued. A binder is a temporary contract of insurance, typically issued by an agent, providing immediate protection. Question 74. The co-insurance clause in a property policy requires. Option A, the insured to share in all losses. Option B, the insured to carry a specified percentage of the property's value to avoid a penalty. Option C, the insurer to pay double for losses. Option D, two or more insurers to share the risk. The correct answer is option B, the insured to carry a specified percentage of the property's value to avoid a penalty. Co-insurance encourages policyholders to insure their property to a reasonable percentage of its value. Question 75. Betterment in auto physical damage claims means. Option A, the insurer pays for upgrades. Option B, the insured may be charged for the increased value when old parts are replaced with new. Option C, the insurer pays more than the claim. Option D, the premium increases. The correct answer is option D, the premium increases. Betterment is the increase in value when worn parts are replaced with new parts. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 76. An occurrence in the CGL policy is defined as. Option A, an intentional act. Option B, an accident, including continuous or repeated exposure to substantially the same harmful conditions. Option C, only a sudden event. Option D, a criminal act. The correct answer is option B, an accident, including continuous or repeated exposure to substantially the same harmful conditions. Occurrence includes accidents and repeated exposure to harmful conditions. Question 77. Which of the following is an example of a peril? Option A, slippery floor. Option B, fire. Option C, icy sidewalk. Option D, poor lighting. The correct answer is option C, icy sidewalk. A peril is the actual cause of loss, such as fire, wind, or theft. Hazards are conditions that increase the likelihood of a peril occurring. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 78. The mortgage clause in a property policy protects. Option A, the insured. Option B, the mortgage lender's interest in the property. Option C, the insurance company. Option D, the real estate agent. The correct answer is option D, the real estate agent. The standard mortgage clause protects the mortgagee by giving them rights under the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 79. Garage coverage form, dealers, includes. Option A, only liability. Option B, liability, garage keepers, and physical damage coverage for dealer vehicles. Option C, only physical damage. Option D, only workers' compensation. The correct answer is option D, only workers' compensation. The garage form provides a package of liability, physical damage, and garage keepers coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 80. The CGL classification system determines premium based on: Option A, the insured's credit score. Option B, the type of business operations and associated risk. Option C, the location only. Option D, the number of employees only. The correct answer is option C, the location only. Classification codes reflect the business type and its inherent risk. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 81. The replacement cost endorsement for personal property. Option A pays actual cash value. Option B pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Option C pays agreed value. Option D pays market value. The correct answer is option B, pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Replacement cost on contents removes depreciation from the settlement. Question 82. The other insurance clause in a commercial property policy addresses: Option A, whether other insurance is permitted. Option B, how the policy shares losses with other insurance covering the same property. Option C, the insurer's subrogation rights. Option D, cancellation. The correct answer is option A, whether other insurance is permitted. The other insurance clause describes how loss payment is shared among multiple policies. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 83. A wrap-up insurance program, OCIP/CCIP, provides: Option A, only workers' compensation. Option B, liability coverage for all contractors on a construction project under one master policy. Option C, only property coverage. Option D, only builder's risk. The correct answer is option D, only builder's risk. Wrap-ups consolidate insurance for all parties on a construction project. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 84. An electronic data processing (EDP) policy covers: Option A, only the building. Option B, computer equipment, data, and media. Option C, only hardware. Option D, only software. The correct answer is option B, computer equipment, data, and media. EDP policies cover computer hardware, software, data, and extra expenses related to computer system disruption. Question 85. Pollution liability insurance covers: Option A, all pollution. Option B, gradual and sudden pollution events, as the CGL pollution exclusion is broad. Option C, only sudden pollution. Option D, only government-mandated cleanup. The correct answer is option A, all pollution. Pollution liability policies fill the gap left by the CGL pollution exclusion. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 86. A commercial property policy's outdoor property coverage typically includes: Option A, buildings. Option B, fences, signs, and plants with sublimits. Option C, inventory. Option D, equipment. The correct answer is option B, fences, signs, and plants with sublimits. Outdoor property, fences, signs, trees, shrubs, is typically covered with specific sublimits. Question 87. Under contributory negligence, if a plaintiff is even 1% at fault: Option A, they recover reduced damages. Option B, they recover nothing. Option C, they recover full damages. Option D, the defendant is always liable. The correct answer is option B, they recover nothing. Contributory negligence is a complete bar to recovery. Any fault by the plaintiff prevents recovery. Question 88. A vehicle used in a carpool under a PAP is: Option A, always excluded. Option B, generally covered if it is a share the expense carpool, not for profit. Option C, excluded if any money changes hands. Option D, only covered with a commercial policy. The correct answer is option A, always excluded. Not-for-profit carpools are typically covered, for hire transportation is excluded. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 89. The Longshore and Harbor Workers' Compensation Act covers: Option A, railroad workers. Option B, maritime workers who are not seamen, dock workers, harbor workers. Option C, federal employees. Option D, agricultural workers. The correct answer is option A, railroad workers. The LAOCA covers maritime workers who are not covered by the Jones Act. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 90. The abandonment clause in a property policy states: Option A, the insured must abandon damaged property. Option B, the insured cannot abandon damaged property to the insurer. Option C, the insurer must accept abandoned property. Option D, the insured can demand the insurer take the property. The correct answer is option B. The insured cannot abandon damaged property to the insurer. The insured cannot abandon damaged property and demand the insurer pay the full policy limit. Question 91. Legal liability garagekeeper's coverage pays. Option A, regardless of fault. Option B, only if the garage is legally liable for the damage. Option C, for all losses. Option D, excess over other insurance. The correct answer is option D, excess over other insurance. Legal liability coverage requires proof of the garage's negligence. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 92. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy is: option A, the per occurrence limit. Option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations. Option C, the medical payments limit. Option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations. The general aggregate caps total non-products claims. Question 93. The term sublimit in insurance means: option A, the total policy limit. Option B, a lower limit of coverage for a specific type of property or loss within the overall policy limit. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option B, a lower limit of coverage for a specific type of property or loss within the overall policy limit. Sublimits cap the amount payable for certain categories of property or losses within the overall policy limit. Question 94. The term salvage in property insurance refers to: option A, the total loss of property. Option B, damaged property taken by the insurer after paying a claim to reduce the loss. Option C, the insured's deductible. Option D, the premium payment. The correct answer is option D, the premium payment. Salvage is damaged property the insurer takes possession of to reduce the net cost of a claim. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 95. The automatic coverage for newly acquired autos in a commercial auto policy. Option A, provides unlimited coverage. Option B, provides coverage for a specified period if the insurer is notified and premium paid. Option C, provides no coverage until endorsement. Option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is option D, requires no notice. Newly acquired autos are automatically covered for a limited time, subject to notice requirements. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 96. A high-risk driver may be placed in: option A, the standard market. Option B, a non-standard insurance market or assigned risk plan. Option C, the preferred market. Option D, no insurance program exists. The correct answer is option D, no insurance program exists. Non-standard insurers and assigned risk plans serve high-risk drivers. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 97. Uninsured motorist, coverage typically pays for: option A, damage to the insured's vehicle from a hit-and-run driver. Option B, bodily injury to the insured caused by an uninsured or hit-and-run driver. Option C, property damage from uninsured drivers in all states. Option D, all hit-and-run property damage. The correct answer is option C, property damage from uninsured drivers in all states. Primarily covers bodily injury from uninsured motorists. Some states also have property damage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 98. Professional liability, errors and omissions, insurance covers: option A, bodily injury from slip and fall. Option B, financial losses from negligent professional services. Option C, property damage. Option D, employee injuries. The correct answer is option D, employee injuries. Professional liability covers claims for financial loss arising from professional negligence, not physical injury or property damage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 99. The FAIR plan provides: option A, luxury property insurance. Option B, basic property insurance for those unable to obtain coverage in the standard market. Option C, flood insurance. Option D, earthquake insurance. The correct answer is option B, basic property insurance for those unable to obtain coverage in the standard market. Fair access to insurance requirements. Plans are state-mandated insurance pools for high-risk properties. Question 100. Expediting expenses, coverage pays for: option A, normal operating costs. Option B, extra costs to speed up repair or replacement of damaged property. Option C, routine maintenance. Option D, employee wages. The correct answer is option A, normal operating costs. Expediting expenses are additional costs incurred to reduce the period of restoration. In this rotation, A is correct.